Hey, what's good, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. This is Carl from Sovereign Citizen Chronicles. Today, we're going to be back in the courtroom of Judge Erane Washington. We were just in her courtroom a couple days ago, and now this is the follow-up. All right, so this is going to be Country Meadows going up against Tariq Dey. And if you don't know who Tariq Dey is, he was kind of made popular on YouTube when he went in front of Judge Simpson. All right, so this case involves a rent dispute against Country Meadows. And Tariq Dey, being Tariq Dey, he's trying to get out of paying his responsibilities. Also, the first part of this case, part one, I have linked in the description below this video. All right, and I also want to shout out Sovereign Citizens Hall of Fame for putting me on to this case. It's kind of an older case, but it's my first time hearing about it or seeing it, so I'm throwing it up. And based on the comments from the last video, a lot of you enjoyed it. All right, so let's get to this case.
We're moving on to the 3:30 docket at 4 o'clock. And I did play a little catch up. 1 point, we were an hour behind. What we call the case of Country Meadows Apartments versus Samar Tariq Dey and Erica Witherspoon. Case number 23C0276.
Good afternoon again, Your Honor. Christopher Borkin for the plaintiff.
Where's my move? Oh, I see it. There we are. All right. So first of all, there was Mr. Dey. Could you please state your name, sir?
I'm Tariq Dey.
Thank you, sir. Okay, so first of all, the court had adjourned this because I had some concerns about Mr. Tariq Dey's capacity to be able to represent himself in this particular case. I do not find authority for the court to refer in a civil matter. So therefore, we'll have to address this matter like any other normal matter. Mr. Borkin, did you receive Mr. Dey's motion?
I did, Your Honor. He emailed it to me following the hearing.
All right. Mr. Dey, at this time, you can go ahead and argue your motion.
The motion is that making an interim claim against the property, the alleged property, 251-302 Stevens Drive. Like I said, I sent my affidavits to you that have not been addressed, as well as the affidavit to the plaintiff that has not been addressed. And I'm just here to see if the plaintiff is going to rebut any of the claims that were made within the correspondence.
Thank you. Mr. Borkin.
Your Honor, I would respond to this motion by saying that it has no basis in Michigan law, landlord-tenant law. It's not within the court's jurisdiction to grant the relief that he's asking or
Objection.
Claims that he's bringing. Mr. Dey, I didn't interrupt you. I'd ask that you grant me the same courtesy. Your Honor, I'd ask you to
Mr.
deny the motion and set this either for trial or be prepared to take testimonies if I find no triable issue.
Okay. Mr. Dey, is there anything you would like to say?
Yeah, I was attempting to keep this private because I don't want to cause any confusion out there. But I did send you a document in your ex officio capacity, placing you as a fiduciary to this case and account, and which was not answered. So a notice of fault was sent stating that you agreed to the claims within the initial executive order, affidavit writ quo warranto, to take over the assets of the case to charge it off to the plaintiff. But as I've sent the response to the plaintiff, if the plaintiff is not prepared to address the response, as it was stated to the plaintiff that they had until today to address all of which was requested to be addressed in the response or in the correspondence to the plaintiff. If they weren't prepared to answer all those today, then the case will be dismissed and the account will be satisfied.
All right, so my ruling on the motion is exactly what Mr. Borkin said. First of all, I don't have any jurisdiction over whatever issues you're bringing up because those are not actual issues. Secondly, that's not an actual motion. There is no basis for the motions that you filed in the law as we exist.
Objection.
Sir, if you object again while I'm talking, you're going to get held in contempt. Do you understand?
I don't understand what you're saying. I'm trying to I understand that the court doesn't have jurisdiction because it's
over your
the property.
motion. There's nothing that you have said that is even a real motion, sir. The motion is denied.
It's an affidavit. It's not a motion.
All right, I'm going to schedule this for a hearing, at which time, sir, I advise you once again to go seek legal counsel. It appears you didn't do that at all. And then I'm going to schedule it on the 24th. Are you available, Mr. Borkin, on the 24th?
I would be, Your Honor.
I would not be available.
And if you don't show up to court on that day, sir, the hearing will be held without you.
According to the Judicial Code of Conduct, you're supposed to extend. I'm not a United States citizen. I'm a foreign national, and I'm here under my nation's constitution, laws, and bylaws. And I'm only here to settle the matters at hand. This is dealing with trust property. The property in question has been conveyed to the Tariq Dey Living Trust, along with the personal information of the alleged defendants, which is now being used in the public without just compensation for the use of that private property. A promissory note was signed, the lease was signed, but full disclosure was not given that what was taking place was a consumer credit transaction, and cash is not a necessity to satisfy a consumer credit transaction. But with it even being a consumer credit transaction, full disclosure wasn't stated that the lease and the private property of the signature of the alleged defendants will be used to securitize that lease, and which by itself destroys or separates the lease, which is the bill, and the security, which is the signature. Because without us, the reason why you don't have subject matter is because we give the subject, which is the property, we make it matter, as we were the ones to sign a consumer credit transaction. But we weren't offered the remedy of not having full disclosure. Within any contract, full disclosure is a must, and we weren't granted that, along with the other issues that brought this whole account up, within the public. So if we need to address it at a later date, I would say no, because I have already brought forth my claim, and my claim has not yet been rebutted. To say that what I have to say as a national or foreign national is not recognized by you is dismissive, and that's religious discrimination, because all I'm doing is what Article 1 of the United States Constitution says. It gives me a right to perform my religious execution. I have the right to religious freedoms, in which you're stating as you're trying to, or your statements have been dismissive towards my religious freedoms, which would be discrimination on your part. And I know that's not what you're attempting to do, but that's what is being done. And along with the discrepancies with the plaintiff. And all I'm here to do, ma'am, I understand what you asked. I didn't understand what you asked our previous date of stating that you felt I was incompetent or that I didn't understand the procedures that were taking place. I just wanted to be private, as I didn't want to cause confusion amongst the masses out here, because I'm not a United States citizen like most of the people on this call. I'm a foreign national, and I come under the laws of my country and under my nation and under my constitution, along with international law, such as the United Nations Declaration on the Rights of Indigenous Peoples, along with the American Declaration on the Rights of Indigenous Peoples, which give us the right to self-government, self-determination, and self-autonomy.
Mr. Day, you've talked.
Yes, ma'am.
enough. I will see you on March 24th, 2023 at 3:30.
Is this excuse me, what is the type of case this will be?
All right, y'all. So that's the end of that hearing. All right. So Tariq Dey went on a rant in front of Judge Washington, but she shut it down. She gave him a lot of time to, say what he was saying. None of it made sense, so she just shut him down. And then he tried to ask a question at the end of the hearing, and she shut that down as well. She did not answer that question. I'm assuming if he wanted to ask questions, he needed to have an attorney present, but he didn't. He was representing himself. So it is what it is. All right. So now we're going to be, and by the way, I'll be posting his trial tomorrow. Today's Saturday. So tomorrow, Sunday. All right. I'll be posting his trial. It's about 2 hours and change, but I'll be doing like half of it. And then I'll post the other half Monday. All right. So now we're going to be moving on to another case out of Oakland County, Michigan. I do not know the name of the judge, unfortunately. So I apologize for that. But the name of the defendant or the sovereign citizen that's representing himself, his name is Roman Curtis Kempel, and he's currently incarcerated. This case involves a domestic violence situation. All right, so let's get to this case.
And who is the individual? Sir, what is your name at the jail?
I'm Roman Kempel. I can place my status on the record if you like.
Yeah, hold on one sec. Yeah, I'll get to you. 1 second. I need to look over some things. Are you representing yourself?
No, sir, I'm not representing myself. I'm presenting myself.
Okay. I mean, do you have is a court-appointed attorney going to be speaking with you, or are you going to have a retained attorney?
No, sir.
Okay, calling case Tom King 25 William Boy 00474 in the matter of Roman Curtis Kempel. Mr. Kempel, would you please state your name for the record?
Yeah, I like to state
your name. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, all I have to do is say it.
I'm Roman Curtis Kempel, a natural person for life.
Okay, let me ask you this question, Mr. Kempel. Let's try not to talk together. I mean, I'm going to allow you plenty of time to talk because I have to. But are you representing yourself here today? You don't need an attorney, or you want an attorney?
No, sir. I'm not representing myself. I'm presenting myself. I don't need another man to present.
Are you presenting yourself? So you don't want an attorney. You're presenting yourself here today. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Thank you, sir, for that.
You're welcome.
You're charged with domestic violence, as I've indicated. MCL 750.81. It carries a maximum penalty of 93 days in jail, possible fines of $500 and/or both, not including any court costs. I am going to enter a plea on your behalf of not guilty on this offense. You will be given an additional, and you're also charged with refusal for collecting fingerprints and data, which the court is ordering that you do that. As I've indicated, I'm entering a plea of not guilty on your behalf for this matter. I'll indicate that you're self-representing at this time as well. I do have some other conditions for you before I set bond. You're not to have any direct or indirect contact with Marissa, Maurissa Smith. You're not to return to the premises known as Celeste Road.
That's my home.
I'm gonna keep going, and then I'm gonna take all your questions at the end. So no problem. It's not. Just hold on to that question. That's all. You're gonna have plenty of time to talk at the end. So do not return to the premises known as Road, West Bloomfield. You will not assault, beat, verbally harass, intimidate, or threaten any potential witnesses. Person may appear for all court proceedings Do not leave the state of Michigan without permission of the court, and immediately notify the court in writing of any change of address or phone number. You need to provide the court with a valid address within 24 hours of your release. Do not leave the state of Michigan without permission of the court. You will not possess any firearms or other dangerous weapons. You shall refrain from using alcohol, any form of THC, illegal drugs, or using any medication. You must contact pretrial services within 24 hours of your release. That's at the 48th District Court in Bloomfield Hills. Pick up no new criminal offenses. And I understand you're self-representing yourself here today. The court will set a bond in the amount of $1,500 cash surety, no 10%. Sir, do you understand your bond, what I read off to you, your bond conditions?
Yeah, I understand all of that, but all of that.
Okay, now I'm gonna take your questions right now. Thank you very much. So what questions do you have for the court?
Can I place my status on the record, sir?
Absolutely, sir.
Okay, I'm Roman Curtis Kimpiel. I'm a natural person in full life, in propria persona, sui juris ser habitus. My nationality and citizenship being Moorish American national, unconditional heir, apparent vessel for the Moroccan Empire. I come at Northwest Mexico, at North America, North Gate, Turtle Island. I come under protection by way of Treaty of Peace and Friendship, 1836, between the United States Service Corporation and the Moroccan Empire. I also would like everybody else that's involved with this matter to place their status on the record, and so that it can be noted. And also, I'm not representing myself. I'm presenting myself. Not only that, I'm not standing a surety to Roman Curtis Kemp Hill in all capital letters, ins legis, corporate entity. So that be noted for the record, please, sir. I also reside in domicile at. That's my address. That's my home. The defendant, witness, or whoever that is, Marissa, she doesn't live there, and so that's where I was kidnapped from. That's my home, sir.
Okay, and I will allow you to go back there one time and one time only with a police escort to obtain some minor personal property. That's with a police escort only. Otherwise, you cannot go back to that location. You have another court date coming up. Your next court date is going to be your pretrial date. That date will be provided to you prior to you bonding out. If not, you're going to have to contact the 48th District Court in Bloomfield Hills. Other than that, best of luck to you, sir. Officer, we're all set here. Thank you very much for your time.
If I could, Your Honor, we would like the refusal of the booking process that he not be released until that is completed.
Absolutely. He must submit, as it relates to the booking, he must submit to the booking processing in this information, including fingerprints, which is the biometric data. He must provide that information prior to release as well. You're all set, officer. Thank you.
So I'd like one more thing, sir. I'd like to invoke my treaty right to consular jurisdiction. I've been asking someone to be that's competent in the notification and access manual, and I haven't been given that right. My rights have been violated as far as all of that's concerned also. So
okay, make sure you mention that to the judge when you see the judge. So thank you very much, sir, for that. And officer, we're all set.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, must submit the biometric fingerprint data prior to release.
All right, y'all. So that was the end of that second proceeding. Mr. Kempel, and I believe I'm saying his name right. At the end, the officer, let the judge know that, hey, this guy's refusing to give us his fingerprints. So whether he tries to make bond or not, do not let him out until we're able to get his fingerprint or fingerprint him. All right. So on that note, I just want to thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Also hit the notification bell so you get notified when I upload more videos. This is Carl from Sovereign Citizen Chronicles. I catch you on the next video. God bless. Peace.